Hi everyone, welcome back to Who Reads Story. It's already episode 7. I'm your host Song Yujin. Now last week we talked about the Korean movie The Match, and today we are here to introduce you to a popular Korean drama that's currently airing here in Korea. And to help us unpack this drama, we are joined by our special guest today, and she actually joined our show before when we talked about the Netflix hit series, The Trauma Center. She is Alba. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you for having me today. Hi everyone, I'm Alba. I'm a Spanish actress and entertainer, and also I'm a huge fan of Korean content and K-dramas. So I'm so happy to be here again one more time. Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome back to the show, Alba. And once again, thank you so much for joining our show
My
again.
pleasure.
Okay, so today, me and Alba, we are going to guide you through the Korean drama, The Haunted Palace. So starting off our show today, Alba, did you watch the movie? Are you movie? And
The
did you watch
drama.
the drama, or are you watching it?
Yes, actually, I'm in the middle of it. I'm watching it. I was waiting and I was thinking about to wait until the whole drama were airing, but I couldn't resist, so I just started it, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
You said you couldn't resist it and you were enjoying it a lot. Is there a particular reason why you fell in love with this show?
Well, I'm going to explain. Actually, I'm not a fan of historical dramas, but my friend recommended me this because he knows that I like magic and fantasy, this kind of things. So I decided to watch it, and since the first episode, it catches me. So I was keeping watching it more and more and more.
Right.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, it's a history drama with a lot of fantasy-like elements. And when I looked over the reviews of the viewers, many people said that they liked the fantasy-like elements, which we are going to talk about in our show today. But also, they kind of felt like this show was a very good guide to traditional Korean culture, Korean folklore, and just K culture in general. So did you also feel that way, Alba?
Yes, when I was watching the drama in the first episode, they told something about Imoogi. It was the first time I hear about that. So when I saw that, I thought, oh, it's kind of monster. Maybe a character made by the screenwriters. But no, after watching it more, I realized that it's a creature from Korean legends.
Right.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna talk a bit more about what Imoogi is because as you mentioned before, especially if you are new to Korean culture and Korean tradition, you might wonder what Imoogi is, but because at first glance it might look like a very scary monster, but it is a very meaningful creature or a symbol in Korean tradition. So could you tell us a bit more about Imoogi, Alba?
Where I felt like it's a creature that show real emotions, right? It's not just a monster.
Right.
It's the representation of human emotions. At least my feeling. I don't know if it's like this in the Korean culture, but after I watched the drama, I felt that.
I think it's a great symbol or represents a lot of emotions that we feel in our real life because to give you a bit of a context, Imoogi, it's a creature that has to wait 1,000 years in order to become a dragon. I mean, 1,000 years.
That is heartbreaking concept, actually.
Because we can't live for 1,000 years. So imagine waiting for 1,000 years to become a dragon.
Yeah, and also is a creature that or a being that is doing so much effort of everything, but still didn't get recognized and need to wait this whole time, like this 1,000 years to become a dragon. So for me, felt like real life, like our real lives, the same feeling.
Right. And in the drama, The Haunted Palace, there is an Imoogi in the show, and he also is waiting for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Which is quite heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. I got so emotional also.
Right. So if you want to find out more about the Imoogi story in The Haunted Palace, must watch the show. But this creature, Imoogi, it has been depicted in several K-content before. For example, there was The Tale of the Nine Tails. It's a K-drama. And back before, I think it was around 2009 or 2007, there was this American Korean film called D-War, and it also dealt a lot about Imoogi. So yeah. Once again, it's a very interesting creature, I think, especially for international fans of K-culture, because it's a very mythical creature who has to wait for a really, really long time in order to become this dragon. And I think that you mentioned it really well, because especially when we live our lives, there are a lot of times when we experience sorrow, rejection, and kind of like this unrealized potential. So when you were watching this Imoogi figure in the drama The Haunted Palace, Alba, could you relate to its emotions or what kind of situation it was in?
Well, actually, all the things the Imoogi, like the name was Gongshol or something like that. Yeah, right. The character name. All the things he was doing in the background, I felt like he was kind of human Imoogi. Because looks like he has the goal to be a dragon and he's kind of scary and powerful, but he has feelings too. He has feelings and emotion. He feels sad, he feels angry, he feels like human being.
Right.
So all the time, all the scenes, even you felt like it's kind of comedy sometimes, but the background is not that comic.
So it's a character that's more like a human than an actual human character.
Yes.
Right.
I felt like that.
Yeah, and I think that Imoogi is not the only mythical creature that's kind of featured in Korean dramas. Do you know Kumiho?
Yes, I know Kumiho. I hear about that, and also there are some dramas about Kumiho.
Yeah, can you tell our viewers what Kumiho exactly is?
Well, it's kind of nine-tailed fox.
Right.
Yeah. Also, there is a drama about that, and My Girlfriend is a Gumiho.
Oh, did you watch that too?
No, just I hear
but
about.
It's a really popular
it's
Korean
popular.
drama.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So just like the Imoogi and also Kumiho, the nine-tailed creature, one of the standout features of Korean dramas, especially history dramas, is that they kind of feature these mythical like creatures, and they give kind of like an emotional depth that resembles them more like humans and make viewers resonate with their feelings, which I think makes them more interesting.
Yeah, it's supposed that the Gumiho is kind of scary or dangerous creature, but in modern dramas and stories, they also have feelings,
and they have their own
and they fall in love
stories, right?
Yeah. So it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I like it.
I can totally agree with you, because back I heard this from my parents, but they were like horror specials in Korea during like the 1980s or 90s, should I say? And the most common ghost-like creatures were kumihos. But nowadays, as you mentioned, they have their own unique story. They fall in love. They have ups and downs in their lives. So I think that this is what makes these content more interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is actually, and it is catchy because it reflects also as the Imoogi, the human being emotions.
Yeah.
So you can feel like your own life. You can see your own life, your own situations in that character. So yeah, it's good. I love it.
Right. So far we've talked about a bit about Korean mythology and mythical creatures in Korea that you could see in the drama The Haunted Palace. Now, another element of Korean culture, Korean traditional culture that this drama introduces is the so-called good culture and Korean shamanism, right, Alba?
Yes. When I saw the good scene, for me, it felt like a real part of Korean culture. Because actually in Spain we don't have anything like that.
Oh, you don't have anything similar to Kut?
No, we don't have.
So it must have been a really eye-opening scene for you.
Yes, something new for me. And as a foreigner, the first time I saw the gut scene, it was kind of
Scary?
Scary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's something new and really different, and they are all singing and dancing and doing that kind of.
Yeah, and there's the shaman.
Yeah, the shaman. But after know about the real meaning about it, like healing and praying, my whole perspective changed.
Right. So for our viewers who might not know what this food is, it's kind of like a spiritual ceremony. So shamans here in Korea, they are known as playing a very important role in mediating humans with the spiritual world. So basically, when the shaman does the food performance or a ceremony, it's basically calling the spirits so that the shaman could link the spirits with humans.
Yeah, and also it feels so real.
Oh, in the drama.
In the drama.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
In the drama, it feels so real. I don't know if the reality is like that, but in the drama, I felt like they are really calling a spirit. Yeah, and also I felt when I watched that scene, it reminded me shooting I had in Spain, back in Spain.
Oh.
I had a shooting. I was the main devil character in a movie. It was horror movie, and the priest made an exercise to me. And after we finished the whole thing, we are like, oh my god, it was so realistic. And the other actor and me, we ended being so tired. So after I saw the gut scene, I felt like, oh my god, these actors must be really tired after this scene, because
they give their everything.
it was so exhausting.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, because not only your body, your mentally you need to be exhausting. So I was like, wow, they are really great actors.
Yeah, I think both the actors and the production staff did their homework, because as Alba mentioned, the music and the authentic performance, the costumes and the acting were all brilliant in the drama.
Yeah, it was really good. It's really exhausting, this kind of scenes.
Right, and as Alba mentioned, when you see this drama, you can see that this Kut ceremony is to kind of cleanse the emotions and also protect humans, and also give some sort of comfort for those who are either in immense grief or in agony. So I think that that could kind of change the perception of when people first saw the Kut ceremony, because some people might be overwhelmed when they first see it, because as you mentioned, there are so many elements and performances that are featured in the ceremony.
Yeah. I think the production team did a really good job.
Yeah, and once again, this Kut ceremony, I think, shows a really a new part of Korean traditional culture, that it really helps us, the community, share their sadness, and they can heal together through this Kut process, because in the past, these shamans played a really important role in the local community or the local village.
And also I felt that through a drama, you can learn a lot about the Korean culture.
Oh, really?
Yes. For example, in this drama, not only about the Korean culture and mythology and legends, but also, since they are using the old Korean language, many words you don't know, right?
Yeah.
And they put in the screen the word and the meaning of that
the
word.
explanation.
Yeah, the explanation. So you know what is the meaning of that word, and also you can learn about that. So it's amazing the great work they are doing with this kind of dramas. I love it.
Yeah, so I think so you just mentioned how like these history dramas use like expressions and phrases that are not really used that much in modern days.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, when you first saw this drama, were there any difficulties in understanding the language, although there were the explanation subtitles?
Yeah, of course I use a Spanish subtitle every time I watch the drama, but even I think I have a pretty good Korean language level, but since it's all style Korean, there are many things I don't understand. So it's really good to know, because also I can have daily conversations with Korean people about all history and all Korean language. So I love to learn also about that through the dramas. It's more easy to learn and funny, in my opinion.
And I think that another major reason why this drama is so popular is because the two main actors, they are actually K-pop stars, right?
Oh yeah, idol.
Yuk
Sung-jae.
Sung-jae and
Yeah.
Kim
He's
Ji-young.
so fun. He's so funny.
Did you like his acting? What did
Oh
you think?
yeah, I love. He's so funny. His character when the Imoogi goes to his dead body.
Yeah, yeah.
He's so funny. His facial expressions, I love it. Yeah.
And the female lead, she is also she is a K-pop star too.
Oh really? I didn't.
Yeah,
I knew her face because I saw her. I don't know where, but I didn't know she's an idol.
Oh yeah, she is from the girl group 우주소녀.
Okay. I didn't know.
And so I think that's one of the reasons why the drama has been attracting so many viewers because they are two very talented actors who have a K-pop background.
She's a really good actress.
Yeah,
actually.
I know.
Yeah, she's really good. Her acting is.
And Alba, as you mentioned, this drama is a history drama. So have you watched any other Korean history dramas before?
Yes, Sungkyungkwal Scandal.
Oh, 성균관 Scandal.
Yeah, but I don't remember where the whole story because it was many years ago when the drama was out for the first time. So I barely remember the story, but I remember that I have good feeling about the drama because I remember to have fun watching it and laughing. So yeah, that one I watched, and maybe I watched another more, but I don't remember the title.
So you mentioned how you are a big fan of Korean content. So
Yes.
if we could kind of compare like Korean dramas that are set in a modern time setting and a Korean history drama, what would you say like the differences or the fun parts each genre has?
Oh well, with the modern style dramas, you can. We are living now, right, in the present, in the modern life. So you feel your life and the character life
Closer?
Is closer, yeah, much to your real life. So it's more emotionally.
You feel closer, like attached to the characters?
Yeah, but in the past, that like all historic dramas,
Yeah.
I think that one are fun to watch because they have something new to show to you.
Oh, that we're
Something
not
you
really
don't- you
familiar
nev-
with.
Yeah, and also something you will never experience.
Oh, in your life, because
your
we're
life.
living in modern days.
Yeah. So you will never experience that. So you can have the experience through the screen.
I see. And I think that another point is that you get to watch and experience traditional Korean culture, not just like the mythology or the shamanistic traditions, but also traditional Korean clothes and traditional Korean houses and food.
Yeah, you can see also the traditional houses and how they live in the days. And something that I realized that, for example, women only wear dresses.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In that era, never
Which
wear,
is so different from nowadays.
Yeah, things like that.
I see. Then Alba, I'm pretty sure that Spain also has history dramas. So could you tell us a bit more about what history dramas in Spain are like?
Well, they have history dramas, and these days people like it, at least in Spain, so they are adding more. But as I told you, I'm not a big fan of historical dramas, so I don't used to watch Spanish historical dramas because the dramas are like real stories, not fantasy or legend.
So they're not fiction, they're mostly based on
fiction.
historical facts.
Yes, exactly. So I don't used to watch that kind of dramas, but the Korean one, this one, is because of the fantasy. I'm fan of fantasy stories, so that's why I watch this drama.
So you kind of thought that this drama played a good role in kind of using the fantasy elements and making them feel like they're really real and fun.
Yeah, yes, it's realistic, then and also you can learn something, and then it's funny.
Oh.
So it has everything.
It does have everything.
Yes,
And
good actors.
oh yeah, of course. Good acting is very important when it comes to making a good drama. Now, before we wrap up our show today, Alba, anything else you'd like to share with your viewers about the Haunted Palace or anything?
Oh, I didn't watch all the episodes, so I'm excited to come back home and keep watching it. But until now, the all episodes I watched, they were so exciting and really intriguing drama. So I recommend to everyone to watch this drama. You will
Not regret it.
enjoy it. Yeah, no regret. You will enjoy it.
And if you could give a few tips for our viewers to better enjoy the Haunted Palace, would you kind of recommend them to study a bit more about what Imoogi is or what shamanism in Korea is like? What would you say?
Before watching the drama?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
just watch it.
Just watch it?
First watch it, and then after that you will be more curious, and then you can make a research. In my opinion, it's better because it will be everything new for you, so everything will be a
Eye-opening?
surprise.
Right, everything will be a pleasant
yeah.
surprise.
So don't do the research first, do after.
Okay. And if you are watching the Haunted Palace, and if you want to know more about Korean mythology or tradition or shamanistic culture, I actually have a few Korean content that I would like to recommend. As I mentioned before, some content about Imoogi. For example, the movie Dior. I'm recommending this English content because I'm assuming that many of our viewers will be speaking English. And also, if you're interested in Korean shamanism, there are a few more content that I would like to recommend. There is the Korean movie The Wailing, and this movie was a very big hit. 1 or 2 years ago. It's the eczema because it also dealt with the food culture here in Korea, and also in the Netflix hit series The Glory. That's a drama that's based on modern time setting, but we can still see the characters there doing food ceremonies. So if you want to find out more, maybe you might want to check those content out. So, Alba, once again, thank you so much for joining our show. I hope that you enjoyed our very interesting talk about the Haunted Palace
sure.
today.
Also, the last time I enjoyed so much, so I'm so happy to be here again, and call me anytime, I will come.
We will indeed.
Thank you.
Okay, so Alba, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
To our viewers, thank you once again for tuning in and watching the 7th episode of Who Reads Story. We'll be back next Tuesday with more interesting story on Korean culture and Korean content. Bye!
Bye-bye!